This one default that just got an answer today.
Okay, I just found it right now. Wow, that was lucky of them.
Yeah, and that one, see, they got the residence address, so having the temp service there.
Okay,
you know,
that's the residence.
They're saying the office is closed.
Okay. All right, good. Will do.
Oye, sí, este señor ya la tenía programada.
You can unmute, please, each of you. Unmute, Mr. Blanco, if you can unmute. Mr. Blanco there? Ms. Sanchez? Yes, can you hear me?
Yes, Your Honor. Sorry about that. I have Mr. Jaharo in a small conference room, so I was just making sure that he's all set up.
Okay, and that's, okay, that's for the defendant. And then
Yes.
is Ms. Sanchez, is that your name? Is that who's on the screen?
No, my name is Jacqueline Rodriguez, Leticia Rodriguez.
Okay,
And okay, good morning. I need one person that translate because my English not this is very well.
we don't provide translators. That's your obligation, that's your duty.
Okay, I have it. My daughter is here with me.
Okay,
Ben Garza told me that I can't to get translate with me, and
Okay.
my daughter is here.
okay.
Okay.
Raise your right hand. Mr. Blanco, is there another witness?
Yes, Your Honor. I wanted to raise that issue with you. He's in our small conference room. I believe he should be in the waiting room of this Zoom hearing.
Oh, yeah, you're right. Okay, let me get him in then. Mrs. Rodriguez, you can put your hand down. I'm gonna wait for that. And then I'll swear you both in. Put your hand down. Okay, Mr. Mr. Blanco it looks like it's trying to connect to audio, but it hasn't yet.
Yes, Your Honor. I do see that. That's an issue that I've had a lot of Zoom hearings recently. That's an issue that I haven't come across. I suppose we can have it wait just a little longer. If not, I can go into the room with him.
Yeah, no, let's wait and see if it hooks up.
Okay.
There might be something that he has to click on.
Let me go over to his.
You know, there's a microphone icon or audio icon that
Yeah,
may be active.
Okay, I'm gonna go check his end.
Okay.
Okay, here we go.
All right.
Mr. Otto, can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Okay, Mrs. Rodriguez and Mr. Dejado, if you can raise your right hand. Mr. Dejado, if you can raise your right hand. Can you hear me? Mr. Dejado, can you hear me? I don't know if he's frozen. Mr. Dejado, can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
There we go. Okay. You all swear the testimony you're about to give should be the truth, whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God.
Yes.
Yes. Okay. Okay, Mrs. Rodriguez, you brought the suit. You want to tell me what this is about?
Your Honor, I'm sorry to interrupt. I was going to ask at the outset of this hearing, Defendant has a motion for summary disposition on file that we're requested to hear concurrently with this trial. If it's possible, I believe that motion can resolve all the issues here at this hearing if I'm allowed to argue it.
Okay, well, you have a motion for summary disposition. It looks like it was filed February 2nd. We're February 16th. I mean, was it scheduled for a hearing?
So it was filed within the 14-day deadline. It would be eligible for hearing today. So in my motion, I requested to hear it with the trial. And when I spoke with the court coordinator, he was on the same page about that.
Okay, but I mean, we have a trial scheduled. Why wouldn't we just go through the trial? I mean, why, you know, you can prove up whatever you have in your motion in today's trial, can you not?
I certainly can, Your Honor, if that's the way you would like to approach today.
Yeah, I'm just gonna let's just have a hearing. We got both parties here. So I'm just gonna go forward with the hearing, the trial of it, the bench trial.
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, Mr. Rodriguez, you want to tell me what this is about?
Estoy con esta demanda por incumplimiento de garantía.
She's trying to submit this due to that she was trying to fix her car and he didn't go through with it.
La garantía era por 1 año y en 4 meses se descompuso la garantía que él me dio.
The warranty was supposed to be for a year and it didn't last a year. It was only 4 months.
Y todos mis papeles, yo fui con él a someterle mi garantía para que él me la arreglara. Se me descompuso en mayo.
So she went to fix everything with him and took the paperwork, and this happened in February?
En mayo.
Oh, May.
En May.
I apologize.
En mayo, y él duró con mi camioneta mayo, junio, julio y agosto. 4 meses.
And he lasted with her van since May, June, July, and August, which was 4 months.
Después de eso, él me dijo que me llevara mi camioneta con un vocabulario muy agresivo.
After that, he told her to take her van, but he was very verbally aggressive to her.
Y tuve que hablarle a la policía porque él quería que yo por fuerza me llevara mi camioneta y que él no me la iba a arreglar.
So she called law enforcement because during that incident, he refused to fix it and he said to take it.
Él habló con un amigo policía y el amigo llegó.
He spoke to a friend that he knows from law enforcement and he arrived there.
A pesar de que yo había hablado al 911 y todavía no llegaba el oficial que mandó el 911, el amigo de él ya había llegado.
Even though she called 911 and nobody had responded yet, but his friend from law enforcement arrived.
What does law enforcement have to do with it? This is just a civil matter. I mean, why are we going into that?
¿Por qué? ¿Por qué tiene que ver eso si esto es una manera civil?
Ok, porque él me dijo que me fuera de su lugar porque yo estaba en propiedad privada.
Because he told her to leave the property and take her van without fixing it.
Y yo le dije que por qué él me estaba corriendo de una propiedad privada de si mi van estaba en esa propiedad.
And she told him that since that it was a private property, but her van was getting fixed at that place.
Y que yo te dije que podías arreglar mi camioneta y por la pandemia yo entendía que podías tardar poquito más, pero 4 meses fue mucho.
And that the van was still going to be there due to COVID, but that it's been 4 months and he didn't fix anything.
Wait. Okay. I thought the van was fixed and then some months later it broke down. Is that what now was I understanding it?
Yeah.
Octubre del 2019 él me la arregló. Octubre.
On October 2019, he fixed it.
Okay. And
En mayo.
she got the van.
Yes, she did.
Okay.
En mayo se me descompuso.
In May was when it broke down.
Entró a su taller
2020?
mayo 20.
So on May
20?
20th, she took it back to fix it again because it broke down.
Of 2020?
Correct.
Yes, sí.
Correct.
Okay.
Y el agosto 20 del 20, él me dijo que me llevaron a mi camioneta con muy malas palabras y yo tuve que agarrar mi camioneta y pagarle a una grúa para que se la llevara porque él iba a llevársela al corralón.
So on August 2020, she got a call from him saying that she had to pick up her van without being fixed, and she had to pay for them to tow it since it wasn't working.
Okay. Is that it?
Después que yo vi mi camioneta, él fue muy antiprofesional porque tengo fotos que él dejó piezas tiradas donde está donde yo manejo, donde es el freno.
And that he was very unprofessional because once she took her van, he had a lot of pieces lying everywhere inside where she drives
Yeah,
and the
the
back,
photos.
and that she has pictures of that, of how he left her van.
Okay. Do you want to show pictures or?
Sí.
What do you?
Yes.
You have to present your case. I don't, you know.
Aquí es una pieza que está tirada en el piso, no sé qué es.
Those are just some pieces that were left inside. She doesn't know exactly what they are, but the pieces are in there.
Ok, esa es una.
In where? I can't tell by these photos. What? You need to submit the photos beforehand.
Oh, que estas las he visto.
What is that showing?
Sí, yo las metí. Yo las mandé al
She
caso.
sent them to the case, she says.
Okay.
Yeah.
She emailed them in?
¿Qué, cómo las mandaste?
El email a
Through
Ben
email.
Garza.
Through
A ver.
email to Ben Garza.
Ben Garza.
Okay.
It might be in the Gmail account.
Okay.
Espérate, no las enseño, deja ver qué te dice.
This is 129. Ben, I don't see them. Am I missing them?
Let me see where they're at, Judge. Give me a second. Let me look through my emails. I don't see them on my email, but let me just check again.
Oh, here's some photos. Oh, no. What is this? I'll show you the photos that I have. Can't make out what they are. Are these the photos you're talking about?
Yes, is a little pieces. Yes. This is the pieces. Yes, this is the pieces and todas las piezas están tiradas en frente de mi van. Yes.
Yeah, she said that those are the pictures where there's pieces everywhere left inside the van.
Hey, you can't tell what these photos are. I mean, you can try to explain them, but
One more.
they are. Here's a photo, looks like, of the car.
De la cara. Porque sale un poco rosas.
That's just a photo of the vehicle, correct?
Sí.
Yes.
What is this?
Ah,
To
las-
show the miles, or what
las
is
mayas,
this?
sí. Las
Those
mías
are the miles
que todavía no se cumplían.
What
de
does it show?
La garantía.
that they still, that the miles weren't what the warranty consisted of, that she still had some left for him to fix it. The warranty.
What does a mile show?
¿Y cuáles son las mías? Porque no se ve.
What does a photo show? What are you trying to show by this photo?
It shows the miles.
Okay, what does it say? What are the miles?
Para comprobar la garantía que él me había dado. 22,000.
22,000. 7:30 was because it's blurry, the picture, but this is what it shows.
If you can't see it in that photo, I can't see it here.
Here.
Can you tell what the shows there?
Pero, pues,
She
las
doesn't know
acerca.
why they're poor quality.
Here.
Okay, putting it on the screen is not going to help. I can't. If you can't read it looking at it, how, I can't possibly read it looking at the camera. Can you tell what the miles are in that photo?
¿Cuántos millas son?
22,000. 22,000.
22,000.
22,000 miles?
Yes.
Yes.
This is a 2006 vehicle?
¿De qué es?
De la Honda Odyssey.
¿De qué?
Del 2001.
2001.
This is a 2001 and it only has 22,000 miles?
It's 227032. Those are the numbers.
22.
7032.
22. That's 227,000. Is that right?
Yes.
Okay. Okay, let's go to the next photo. What is this next photo?
¿Qué es la foto de qué es?
Las piezas que están tiradas.
Those pictures are just showing like pieces that he left laying around.
¿Por qué no salieron?
This photo?
Yes.
This photo?
This is a big piece.
It shows
con
like a
tornillos,
big piece with nails
con
and just
tornillos
other pieces
y
that
una-
were left inside.
y una pieza muy grande que no sé dónde va esa pieza que está tirada.
Okay, this picture?
Es esta, mira, es esta pieza.
It's showing a big piece that was left inside the van that she doesn't know what it's for or why was it left there.
Okay,
Lo siento por
okay,
la calidad,
go ahead.
She apologizes for the quality, but
pero aquí tengo la prueba.
Okay, go ahead.
well, that, ¿qué más vas a decir de eso?
No, que nomás
mean-
lo único que estoy pidiendo es de que él cumpla con el contrato de la garantía que me dio, porque ya en el transcurso de todos estos meses yo llevo gastado $1,378.
She's saying that the purpose of the pictures is just to show what he left inside, but all she wants is for him to go through with the warranty that he had initially told her that he was going to fix, because she has spent over $1,378 throughout those 4 months.
What's the warranty?
¿Qué es la garantía?
Un año.
A year.
Where is that?
¿Dónde está?
Aquí está. También se la mandé.
She says she has the papers here, but she also filed them.
Okay,
No sé mucho más porque no lo va a leer.
I also intend to introduce the warranty, Your Honor.
okay. Is this what you're referring to?
Yes.
Yes.
And where does it say that?
Esta es la garantía.
¿Que dónde dice?
¿Dónde dice que?
La garantía. ¿Que dónde dice que por un año?
A ver, very built. No, esa no es. Dile que es very
Your Honor, that's
built
not the
transmission.
warranty.
Ese está a
Ok.
presupuesto. Ese es un
She says,
presupuesto.
she says that that's an estimate that he gave her,
Ese
but
también es el
she's
presupuesto.
the one that she's
Okay.
talking about. It's another document.
Ujú. Esta es la grúa. Este es el de la policía.
Ese tampoco.
No,
This,
es ese.
it's that one. She says that
Es a
that's
very
one.
built,
¿Dónde
very
dice?
built
¿Dónde
transmission.
dice?
Que lo mueva más. Aquí dice 1 year or 12 miles. Aquí
It's
está.
showing at the top that it says a year or 12,000 miles,
Here, aquí está. Full guarantee.
where it says full warranty.
Okay. Okay. Okay, so then what happened? Go ahead.
Well, that's what she's trying to fight, that the year had not passed or the 12,000 miles, and he didn't go through with the warranty.
Okay, so what happened something happened May. I know their car broke down May 2020, but I don't know what happened thereafter.
Well, ¿qué pasó en mayo?
En mayo ya no quiso andar mi ven, nomás entraba la pura primera,
Her van wasn't working properly in May.
o nomás la primera. La segunda ya no quería entrar. Entonces hablé con el señor Dijaro para decirle que mi ven estaba fallando.
She called him and told him what was going on, that her van wasn't working, so that they can make an arrangement.
Él me dijo, ok, déjamela aquí en mi taller y yo te la voy a arreglar.
He agreed and said, okay, bring it in, I'll fix it.
Después de una semana le hablé que qué pasaba
After a week, she called him to ask what was going on.
y él me dijo que por la pandemia que piezas no le llegaban y piezas no le llegaban. Le dije, ok, tú arréglamela.
He told her that due to COVID and the pandemic that he didn't have some pieces and that it was going to take longer to be fixed.
Después pasó un mes y otra vez le dije, es que ya es mucho y ya es mucho.
Then a month passed and she asked what was going on.
Y él mismo me decía nomás, por la pandemia no llegan las piezas, por la pandemia no llegan las piezas.
He only told her that due to the pandemic that the pieces hadn't arrived and that he hadn't been able to fix it yet.
Así estuvo por los 4 meses de mayo, agosto, diciéndome lo mismo y diciéndome lo mismo. En agosto 20 le dije, no más.
So-
Agosto 18 le dije, no más.
So that's how it was from May till August 18th. And that's when she confronted him and told him that no more, that it was too much time.
Y él me dijo con palabras con muy mala educación, me dijo que me llevara mi camioneta de ahí porque él ya no quería arreglar nada.
And he told her very unrespectfully to take her van and to leave his property.
Okay. So what are you suing for?
¿Qué estás demandando? ¿Del dinero? Okay.
Yo quiero que usted, yo mandé 4 presupuestos. Yo nomás quiero que me arreglen mi camioneta, pero no él, porque yo ya no puedo confiar en una persona que no fue profesional.
She says that she only wants her van fixed, but she would prefer if somebody else does it, as she doesn't trust him anymore.
Okay, so what is she suing for?
¿Y cuánto dinero es?
Ok, ¿dónde están los presupuestos? Yo mandé este presupuesto de 2,200.
¿Pero cuál es el que vas a querer?
El que voy a querer es el de...
She got 4 estimates, but
2,338. Sí, esa es.
so she's
No,
suing.
este.
So she's suing for
3,000.
$3,200.
Why $3,200?
That's the estimate that she got.
Yeah, I thought you said she had 4 estimates.
She does have 4. The first one is $2,338. The second one is $2,200. The third one is also $2,200. And the fourth one is $3,200.
Why did she pick that 3,200?
¿Por qué escogiste eso?
Porque me dieron más garantía por el año de la camioneta.
Because they gave her more warranty due to the year of her van.
The other ones were without a warranty?
Que si eran sin garantía las otras.
No, si eran más, era garantía también.
Pero
Por la forma de que me trataron en ese lugar y todo, yo
she says that the other ones do have warranty, but that they treated her better on that one. That fourth estimate.
They treat her better.
But she said that whichever estimate,
más calidad, no sé. Dile que no, nomás de que él
she just wants her van fixed, she said.
no más.
How much did you pay Dijaro?
¿Cuánto le pagaste a Dijaro?
Le pagué 1,175.
She paid him $1,175.
Okay, anything else?
¿Qué más? ¿Nomás le pagaste eso?
Sí, nomás le pagué eso.
Yeah, she just paid him that.
Anything else you'd like to say?
¿Algo más que quieras decir?
Pues muchas gracias por escucharme y espero que me arregle mi problema.
No, she said thank you for your time and that she hopes that her problem is fixed.
Okay, Mr. Blanco, do you have any questions of Mrs. Rodriguez?
Yes, Your Honor.
Dice que-
Ms. Rodriguez, when was the first time that you met Mr. DeHaro?
¿Cuándo fue la primera vez que conociste a Dijaro?
Conocerlo de frente, no, pero ya tengo muchos años sabiendo de él porque mi esposo trabaja enseguida de donde está él y mi esposo le ayudaba a él.
She said that in person, she has met him several years back, but due to her husband knowing him. Pero en persona.
Ms.
Ese día.
Rodriguez, you were there when the original warranty was signed in October 11th, 2019, is that correct?
Que si estabas ahí cuando se firmó la garantía.
No,
She wasn't present.
You've seen the warranty though, that's correct?
Sí la has visto la garantía.
aquí la tengo frente de mí.
Yes, she says she has it in front of her.
Okay, Your Honor, I'm going to share my screen so I can show the warranty.
Okay, let me allow it 1 second. Let me allow it 1 second. Okay, go ahead.
Okay, so this is actually the motion, but the warranty is attached to the motion.
Okay.
Okay, Ms. Rodriguez. I'm hovering this cursor over where it says warranty descriptions. Do you see this?
Yes.
Yes.
And do you see, can you read number 8 to me? If your daughter or yourself can either of you read that, if that's possible?
Dice que si puedes leer la número 8.
A ver, léeme.
Dice que no aplica a partes eléctricas para arreglar.
Ujú. Sí, ya la leí.
Yes, she says she's read it.
Can she read it in English? Is that possible? Can she read it aloud for me, please?
Que si la puedes leer.
No.
Does not apply to electrical parts and repair.
Thank you. Miss Rodriguez, you weren't there during the August 20th when I believe it was your husband was asked to meet with Mr. DeHaro regarding the vehicle. Is that correct?
Que si tú no estabas presente y que era tu esposo el que estaba ahí
Pero ¿cuándo?
el día cuando firmaron la garantía.
No, cuando firmaron la garantía, no.
She says she wasn't present when they signed the warranty.
I think you were asking when it was picked up in August, no?
That's correct, Your Honor.
Was
No,
she
no,
present
no.
when they picked up the car in August?
En agosto, cuando recogí el carro, sí, yo ahí estaba. Fue agosto 18.
When she picked up the van in August, she was present.
And
Okay,
who
yes.
else was present during that interaction?
¿Quién más estaba presente?
2 policías y mi esposo.
2 other officers and her husband.
Your husband is Alberto Rodriguez?
Sí.
The
Yes.
same Alberto Rodriguez on the warranty?
Que si Alberto Rodríguez es el de la garantía.
La VEN es la garantía, no Alberto Rodríguez.
She says that the van is the warranty, not her husband.
Is it the same Alberto Rodriguez whose name is signed right here or printed up here on this warranty?
Que
Sí,
si es el
sí.
mismo. Yes.
And is this your husband's signature?
Sí.
Yes.
So Alberto Rodriguez, your husband, signed this on October 11th, 2019, and he had read the warranty descriptions.
Yes.
I have no more questions for her, Your Honor.
Okay. Anything further, Mrs. Rodriguez?
Que si otra más información.
Mm, no, es todo.
No,
Okay.
that's it.
Mr. Blanco? You wanna-
Yes, Your Honor, thank you. Basically, this case arises from a transmission overhaul that Mr. DeHaro, my client, doing business under Better Built Transmissions, performed on the vehicle in 2019. That was the warranty I just showed. As clear from the warranty, I don't know if I need to share it again, Your Honor, but you can see that the warranty description did not include electrical components of the vehicle. So the car was still covered under warranty for the transmission itself. So when she brought it in, we have a contested fact dispute over when she brought it in. We don't recall it being May. It was more around June or July from my client's recollection. When she brought the car in initially, Mr. DeHaro let her husband know that he could repair the vehicle under the warranty for the transmission. However, due to the pandemic, he had some delays with some shipping of some parts and just overall with employees and work issues, just overall pandemic issues causing him delay. So for about 2 months, the car was there. In August of 2020, he did repair the vehicle. He did repair the transmission under the warranty. However, when he repaired it, he discovered that a solenoid, which is an electrical component of the transmission, needed to be replaced. Mr. DeHaro explained to her husband that he can replace the solenoid. However, because the warranty explicitly does not cover electrical components, it wasn't covered under the warranty. However, he offered to help him out and repair it, but that would be an additional cost. There was some altercations with Mr. Rodriguez, her husband. It ultimately led to Mr. DeHaro having to call the police because he told them, look, I can fix it, but it's not covered under the warranty. Mr. Rodriguez basically told him, you're going to fix it whether you like it or not. So Mr. DeHaro ended up having to call the police to have them removed. And at that point, the whole issue was the transmission was fixed under the warranty, but it needed an electrical part as well. Mr. Rodriguez never appreciated that and ultimately led to the police being called. That's when Mr. DeHaro had stopped working on the vehicle, obviously. And just to address the issue of the parts laying around. So when Mr. DeHaro performs work on a transmission, part of that requires that he takes out a part that's inside by the steering column to better access the transmission. The last procedure that's required when finishing off the work is to just put those last pieces back on. It's just real simple work where he just needs to put that back on. After all this altercation and this incident happened, the police were there and Mr. DeHaro asked the police, well, what do I do with this vehicle and what do I do with the parts? He said, stop working on it. That will be decided at law with the courts. And so Mr. DeHaro at that point left the steering column unattached because that was just the last thing that just needed to be sealed back up once the work was done, after if he repaired the solenoid, which never happened.
Okay, are you gonna call your witness?
Yes, Your Honor. At this point, I'd like to call Mr. DeHaro.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay, Mr. DeHaro, thank you for being here. Can you explain what your position is at Better Built Transmission?
I'm the owner, the builder, do the work.
And can you explain the initial October 11th, 2019 repair order and warranty, what all took place there?
You're talking about when I first did the job on 10/11/19?
Yes, sir.
Well, Beto came in. He used to work at Caliber Collision. So he comes in, he said he had problems with the van. I went ahead and fixed it for him, or rebuilt it.
By Beto, are you referring to Alberto Rodriguez?
Yes, Alberto Rodriguez, yes.
Okay, let's skip down the road a little bit to around June or July. So from your recollection, when was the vehicle taken back into your shop?
It was about 2 months before the cops were called.
Okay, so the vehicle's there for 2 months, and you had some delays to COVID. So did you ever finish repairing the transmission.
Yes, yes. I explained to Beto what was going on and well, Alberto. And he said he understood because he's not working at Caliber Collision. He said, well, it wasn't a big deal because he's not working. So I said, okay, but you understand that I'm really busy, but I'll go ahead and fix the van. And then he says, fine. And then around the end, he says, well, I really need the van. I said, okay, I understand. And I went ahead and rebuilt it. I fixed it, but then he had a problem with pressure control cylinder. And I tried to explain to him what was going on, but he said that he wasn't going to pay for nothing, that I'm going to pay for it and then I'm going to fix it. And he's not going to pay nothing. That's what he told me.
Okay, can you explain what a pressure controlled solenoid is?
When was this, though? Places and time when this conversation took place?
It took place the same day that the police were called. The same day he took the van. He took the van 2 days later. But the same day that she has that police report, that's when that took place. Because he called me in the morning. And then I think the police arrived somewhere around after 1 or something like that.
Was that,
Before he did?
Excuse me?
Well, you gotta be more descriptive about what happened that day.
Well, what happened?
In the morning, the police showed up later in the afternoon.
Yeah, well, what happened is that I explained to Alberto that
On the phone?
No, yes, on the phone. Okay. I told him, I said, look, you have to buy a solenoid and the van is done, but it's got a pressure control solenoid problem. And then he goes, no, you're going to pay for it. And I said, no, it doesn't cover electrical parts. Just get the solenoid, get your van, and we'll get it out of the shop. Because everything I had already removed it. I had installed it and I got it working, but he had a pressure control B solenoid problem. And I explained it to him. And then he started telling me all kinds of stuff. He was going to go over there and beat me up. He was going to shoot me. So I called the police. And an hour later, him and his wife show up at the shop. And that's when, everything, I just told him to leave. I said, I'm not going to work on your car anymore. We're finished. I go, you're not going to threaten me and me continue to work on your vehicle. So that's how it went. That's why the police were there. The police were called in.
So far, you've been talking, you never said when the police came. You said they came an hour later. When did the police come?
Well, I would say somewhere around 1 or 2 o'clock in the afternoon. That's when they showed up.
Okay, place that in time relative to when the Rodriguez's came in.
Okay, the Rodriguez came in. He called me, let's just say at 11. Okay, and I explained it to him that day. They showed up somewhere around 1 o'clock. Okay, an hour or two after I called the police, initially called them. And then he shows up with his wife and he comes into the shop. He starts telling me that, that no, and that they're not, she's got videotape of it. They were videotaping the whole thing. So why doesn't she show that? The thing was, she came into the shop and he starts telling me that he's not going to pay for nothing. I'm going to do what he says. And that's just the way it is. And I said, no, that's not the way it works. Your car's ready. Well, you just got to get this solenoid and I can deliver it to you. That's it. And he wasn't going to do it. But they showed up about an hour or two later, approximately when I first called the police. So about 11, I would say about 1 or 2 o'clock. That's when they showed up. And I had called them, Alberto and his wife showed up. Why, when they showed up, I called the police. I called him, I said, well, he's here. And then they got there like 15 minutes later after they showed up. The police showed up after 15 minutes after him. Alberto and his wife showed up to the shop.
Okay, just 1 second. Ms. Rodriguez, I think you testified that you all called the police. Is that right?
¿Tú le hablaste a la policía?
No, él habló primero con un amigo policía y cuando yo escuché eso, porque yo estaba grabando, yo tengo video. Él le habló al amigo policía, entonces a mí me dio miedo y yo le hablé al 911.
He called a friend that he knows through law enforcement.
Who's he?
DeHaro.
Okay, DeHaro called who?
Le habló a un amigo
He called
policía.
a friend that he knows from law enforcement. So she got scared and she called 911.
Okay, Mr. DeHaro, do you dispute that? Or-
any law enforcement officers. I called the police.
Sorry?
I do not know any law enforcement officers. I don't have friends that work in El Paso PD. I called them because her husband threatened me. That's because he threatened, that's the reason I'm gonna finish the van.
Okay, Mrs. Rodriguez, did you all videotape it?
Yes,
Dile que no lo
Videotape?
mandé. Yo lo tengo aquí, pero no lo mandé.
she says she hasn't, but she didn't send it.
Why?
¿Por qué no lo mandaste?
No, pues no pensé.
She didn't think of
no
sending
sé.
it, but she
What do you
has.
mean? You thought of recording it, but you didn't think of sending it?
Que lo grabaste si no lo mandaste.
No, a lo mejor fue algo que como no tengo experiencia en estas cosas, se me olvidó, o no sé. No sé cómo puedas.
No, she says she didn't send it.
Pero que sí lo
My question is why?
Porque dile que no tengo experiencia con esto. Dile que como no agarré abogado ni nada, porque era un small claim.
She said
No
that she
agarré
doesn't have
abogado.
experience with it, so she didn't send the video.
Why'd she take the video?
Que para qué tomaste el video.
Para que él no fuera a acusarnos de que lo estábamos agrediendo
So-
físicamente.
So that he wouldn't accuse them that they assaulted him physically.
Okay, well, he's just doing that right now.
Dice que ya lo está haciendo.
Pues es que no tengo experiencia para esto de abogado.
She's aware of it, that she doesn't have experience.
Well, my curiosity is, I mean, you stated you filmed it. In case somebody made an accusation that wasn't true. Mr. Dejado is testifying under oath that you all threatened him. Here's your chance for the video. I mean, that's why you took the video, right?
Que para eso tomaste el video.
Ajá. Sí, pero no tuve experiencia para mandarlo. Eso nomás yo pensé que con la garantía.
She said that she only thought of sending the paperwork and what she had of the pictures, but she didn't send the video.
Well, let's see the video. You have the video?
Que si lo
que
tengo.
sí.
Que si lo tengo. Sí.
She,
sí
yeah,
lo
she
tengo.
has it.
El 18, el 18
Solo
de
lo busco.
agosto.
She says she's looking for it.
Diciembre, septiembre, es agosto 18. Julio, ¿dónde está? Agosto.
Aquí está. No sé qué.
A ver, espérate. Déjame ver. Aquí están las partes. El video. Ok. Ajá, sí, sí. Aquí las partes.
Fue el 18, ¿no?
Ah, sí, fue el 18, sí. ¿En dónde lo estoy viendo?
No, pues no me estoy diciendo.
Ay, no. ¿Dónde está? Dios mío de mi vida. Ayúdame, Dios mío.
She's scrolling through August. Ahí está.
Aquí está.
Y no me amenaces. No me amenaces. Tú me amenazaste por teléfono. No. Y me amenazaste. No, señor. Tú me amenazaste. No es por eso. Lo va a oír el juez. Está bien. Está bien. Está bien. Yo nomás te digo. Te vengo a exigir que me la arregles. Yo no le voy a arreglar. No. Vas a hacer por las manos. Como quieras. Como quieras. Como quieras. Yo no te voy a arreglar. Se vas a tener que arreglar. No, yo no te voy a arreglar. Aquí está mi ven y me la hace. ¿Dónde está mi pinche ven? Ahí está. ¿Dónde está? Enfrente. Cualquier cosa que le pase a la ven. No. Bueno, porque está aquí. No. Aquí está. Así que me vas a arreglar. Así que me vas a arreglar. No, yo no te lo voy a arreglar. ¿Quieres que te pague esto y que te pague? No, ¿sabes qué? Que te pague. Agarra la onda. Agarra la onda. Tú agarra la onda. Yo no tengo por qué agarrar la onda. Agárralo tú. A ver qué forma quieres que agarre la onda. Ok. A ver si madre se calentó. Que tienes que ponerle eso. Si yo quiero. Tú tienes que arreglar la mente. Es que si yo quiero poner el peor lo pongo. Así no es. Ok. Habla con con su abogado.
Si tú quieres
Hable con su abogado. Hable con él. Para ver. Mira, tú estás hablando mucho. Habla con su abogado.
¿Te quieres amparar sobre los dedos? ¿Te quieres amparar sobre los dedos? ¿Eh? Porque estás seguro que no me lo vas a dejar bien o qué? ¿O por qué?
Mira, ese mal se
Tiene que
calentó.
ver el empleador.
Mucho. Esa transmisión se calentó.
Y si no lo tiene el empleador, ¿para qué? ¿De dónde?
Porque esos camionetas traen ese falla. ¿Ok?
Señor.
Sí, es cierto.
Bueno, si lo trae, ¿por qué no los pusiste primero? Alberto, Alberto, si se calientan, ¿por qué no lo puso desde un principio? ¿Por qué no lo pusiste desde un principio si se calentaba?
Mira, la cosa es que se regresó y yo te hice un trabajo gratis. ¿Ok?
No, no se lo hizo gratis porque él le pagó. Él le pagó.
Agarra un abogado.
Ya, te pagué.
Vete de
Ahora,
agarra un abogado.
yo te dije, de la traducción. Si tú sabes, tienes la experiencia.
Yo sí, sí, eso porque yo te dije, ¿sabes que yo voy? ¿Qué me dijiste? Mira, ¿qué me dijiste? Mira, ¿qué me dijiste?
Espérate, déjame terminar. Porque esta vez no me recomendaste del empleador.
Porque en vez de lo necesitas, no.
Experiencia y informe estas.
¿Y qué me dijiste? Está bien, yo lo he pagado para tú. No, yo no lo quiero, no.
Alberto, 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 Alberto.
Pues llévalo
por otro lado.
¿Qué dices?
Sí, llévaselo.
¿Por qué no lo vamos a llevar descompuesto? ¿Por qué no lo vamos a llevar descompuesto?
No me lo puedes negar.
Alberto, Alberto, vamos a tomarle donde tiene la ven. Alberto, 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 Alberto.
Creo que le está hablando a la policía.
Así que venga, acabo aquí trae los papeles. Sí, aquí trae los papeles para que haya una. Sí.
Aquí lo espero si quieres. Ahora es el favor. Ahora es el favor.
Si le hablo a la policía es mejor. Aquí tienes los papeles. Que le hable a la policía. Sí.
Me está hablando por teléfono ya para tirarme yo, mira.
Deja que llegue la policía. Desde que llegamos yo tomé video. Alberto, mejor déjame le marco yo a la policía para que venga. Déjame le marco yo a la policía. Y eso fue cuando yo le hablé a la policía porque vi que era un amigo de él cuando llegó.
That's when she called law enforcement because she thought it was a friend that he knew.
Okay, Ben, are you there? Ben,
Yes, Judge, I'm here.
were you able to watch that?
Yes, I watched most of it, Judge.
What was the discussion just in a nutshell? I mean, what went back and forth? What was,
What I could understand is that, the husband was asking him why he couldn't put that solenoid in. And he was telling him that from what I could hear, I couldn't understand a lot because there was a lot of yelling going on. But I guess she was just telling him that that wasn't part of the original, like the mechanical portion of it.
Okay.
That's the only thing that I could hear, because there was just a lot of and plus she was yelling for him throughout, so I couldn't understand exactly what they were saying.
Right. Okay. Allow anybody else to give their impression of the video.
Well, Your Honor, I wanted to just ask Mr. DeHaro a few more questions, if that was
Sure.
okay.
Sure.
We could start off with the video since we're on that subject right now.
Okay.
Mr. DeHaro, what was Mr. Rodriguez saying to you in that video?
He was telling me that he wasn't going to pay for anything. He wasn't going to pay for the external cooler that we talked about initially. And then once the vehicle was done, he said he wasn't going to pay for a solenoid. He said, I'm not going to pay for it. You're going to pay for it. And I said, no, that's not the way it works. You have a bad solenoid, you have to pay for it. Just get it, your car be out. And he said, no, you're going to fix it. That's what basically the whole, when him showing up, that's what it was about. He's telling me that he's not going to pay for nothing, that I'm going to pay for everything. And I told him that the time machine had been built, everything was ready, the solenoid's bad, and he has to get it.
And what was Miss Rodriguez yelling at him from her vehicle?
I don't really know. I mean, I was in the back, I mean, with him, and then with him yelling at me, I didn't even realize that she was even there, because when they got there, I called the police. So the phone was off the hook so they could hear what was going on. And when I picked it up, the police officer was hearing everything, the whole conversation, because that's what I wanted. I wanted him, I didn't call him. I called him right when they arrived, because I wanted for the police to hear what this man was telling me.
Okay, Mr. DeHaro, we'll get to the timeline of when the police were called right now. So Miss Rodriguez, she's yelling at him. So do you know Spanish, Mr. DeHaro?
Yes.
So just from your viewing of the video right now, what could you hear Miss Rodriguez yelling at him?
She's telling him to get back, just come over here, just get over here, let it go. I mean, we'll call the cops, because after they knew that I was calling the police, then we'll call them. Because for what, I don't know, I guess because they already knew that I had already called them.
Okay, and Mr. Rodriguez, I believe when Miss Rodriguez is calling out to him, what's he doing? He's just kind of like lingering around there?
Yeah, he didn't want to listen. He didn't want to listen, he didn't want to leave, he didn't want to, well, you can tell in the video, she's calling him and he don't listen.
Okay, so as for the police, so they called you, Mr. and Mrs. Rodriguez, as in they called you that morning around 10-ish, you said, and you said you called the cops after that phone call?
Yes, I called the police.
Why did you call the police after a phone call?
Well, because when I was explaining to Beto or Alberto about he had to pay for the solenoid, he started threatening me. He told me he was going to beat me up. Said he was going to
On the phone?
Yes, from the phone. He said, I'm gonna go and I'm gonna beat you up and I'm gonna shoot you. Later on, he started saying he was gonna shoot me. So what I did is I called the police to let them know that this man's threatening me.
Thank you, Mr. DeHaro. So then they actually showed up, Mr. and Mrs. Rodriguez actually showed up at the shop, and then you called the police again, is that correct?
Yes, as soon as they arrived and I saw it was him and his wife, I called the police and I left the phone off the hook. See, I didn't call him after the altercation. I called him before. So I called the police, left the phone off the hook so they could hear the whole argument. If he was going to threaten me, I wanted them to hear it. So I left the phone off the hook. So when I went around the toolbox, I picked up the phone and the police was on the line. He heard everything what Alberto was saying.
Okay. Thank you, Mr. DeHaro. I just have one last questions for you. I just wanted to go back to the October 11th, 2019 warranty.
Yes.
Did you explain the warranty provisions to Mr. Rodriguez?
Yes, I did.
Is that like a normal course of business that you do when you issue a repair order with a warranty on it?
Yes, you have to go over it with them, explain to them what's in the warranty, what's covered, what's not covered. So they have an idea of what if something happens they may have some costs.
Well, what's an example of something that you would explain to them is not covered?
Well, I mean, of course, electrical parts, because sometimes electrical, you can put a TPS on a vehicle. AutoZone won't warranty it. And so how am I going to warranty? I'll warranty the labor, but I won't warranty the part. You see, so if we purchase electrical parts and they go out, they don't give us warranty. So that's why that is in the warranty description, because they don't give us, they don't warranty it for more than a month or 3 months or 6 months or a year.
And was the issue with Ms. Rodriguez's car related to an electrical component of the vehicle?
Yes, yes.
I have no more questions, Your Honor.
Okay. Mrs. Rodriguez, do you have any questions of Mr. Tejado?
Sí.
Yes.
¿Por qué duró 4 meses para, supuestamente dice que él fue una parte eléctrica? ¿Por qué no lo dijo en una semana o 15 días? ¿Por qué duró 4 meses para saber que era una parte eléctrica?
Why did he took 4 months to let them know that it was an electrical part instead of letting them know a week after they put it in the van with him
Él
to
aceptó
fix it,
la garantía.
which he accepted?
Porque no la puso primero cuando...
Let me answer the question.
It wasn't 4 months, Your Honor. It was about 2 months. And I explained to Alberto that I was very busy. He told me he didn't have a problem with it because he wasn't working. He got fired or laid off from Caliber Collision. So he says, look, I'm not working. I never had problems with Alberto. Okay, so he understood my situation. He goes, okay, I understand you're busy, you know, just fix it for me. And I said, okay, just be patient with me and I'll get your van fixed. And that's where we were at with it. That's why it took that amount of time. Because I explained to him when he brought it, how busy I was. And I go, I'll fix it for you. Could you be patient? He goes, yeah, that's not a problem.
Any other questions?
Sí.
Yes.
Duró 4 meses con ella. Entonces, eso era lo que hablamos Alberto y yo con él. ¿Por qué desde el principio, por qué él no dijo que era una parte eléctrica? Él nunca dijo que era una parte eléctrica hasta después que abrió la VEN y ya no pudo hacer la fix porque puso puras partes usadas.
She says that why didn't he initially tell them that it was an electrical part instead of just keeping it there and accepting it,
4 meses.
and that it was 4 months.
Is that the same question she just asked?
Okay,
Go ahead.
all right. The thing is, Your Honor, when a transmission comes in and it's burnt up, you don't know what's wrong with it. You have to fix it. Once you fix it, then you're going to find the problem of why the transmission failed. So the transmission had to be redone. Once I finished it, I saw that the pressure control solenoid was causing the problem. That's why you don't know at the beginning. It's not, I mean, you can't even drive it. It's not working. She even said that it didn't go past first gear. So once I dropped it, went through it, then I said, okay, I know what's wrong, what caused the problem. Just get the solenoid, get your van, and you guys can leave, and that'll be the end of it. Well, Beto was not in agreement with it. You saw the video of how he was reacting. He talking to me a lot worse than what he did in that video.
Any other questions?
Más preguntas.
Ay, ¿qué le preguntar a este hombre? Ay, ay, ay. Oh.
No. She says no.
Okay. Anything further from either side?
Just, Your Honor, that we would just like to reiterate that Mr. DeHara was more than willing to fix the vehicle. It just came down to an electrical component that wasn't covered under the warranty that Mr. Rodriguez needed to pay for. That was the main issue, Your Honor.
Okay.
And I'd also like to point out that Ms. Rodriguez has not specifically raised any cause of action that I've heard from, at least during this entire hearing. Thank you, Your Honor.
Ms. Rodriguez, anything further?
Sí, preguntarle que ahorita en estos momentos no sé en qué estado está mi camioneta porque él me la entregó con todas las partes afuera.
That she doesn't know in what state her van is due to all the pieces that he left laying around.
Okay.
Y la parte eléctrica, dile que la parte eléctrica, no entró mi camioneta por esa parte eléctrica.
And that,
Entró porque no entraban las velocidades.
and that it wasn't due to the electrical part.
Okay. She's not a mechanic, is she?
You see it as mechanic.
No, pero él lo dijo.
No, but he said it.
No, but what? I'm sorry.
Él lo dijo que era una parte
No, but
eléctrica.
he said it. He
Y
said that it wasn't
no
an
entraban
electrical
las
part.
velocidades. Yo la llevé porque no entraban las velocidades.
That the velocities were not changing.
The what is?
The velocities, like the change.
Esa es la razón.
Okay, my judgment's for the defendants to take nothing judgment. We'll email both, a copy to both you all.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Ms. Rodriguez, do we have your email?
Sí.
Yes.
Okay, we'll email the judgment to you all. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Gracias.
Thank you.